So I'm going to do a reading. I don't know who this message is for, but if it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Universal energies. What energy? What messages do you have for me to relay to the person that needs to hear this? Universal energies. What messages do you have for the person that needs to hear this? Thank you. Oh, shit. So we have the King of Swords, reverse. We have the Hermit, reverse. And we have the King of Wands, reverse. Or, I'm sorry, upright. The Seven of Swords, upright, underneath. Somebody's trying to be sneaky. Somebody's not using logic. There's a man who's not using logic now. They're not using like good discernment. They feel like they're in the dark about something. Maybe somebody doesn't know something and there's two men involved, okay? One's in the dark, one isn't. The King of Wands is not. So this is fire energy. Swords is air energy. So air could be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. The Hermit is Virgo energy. And the person who's not in the dark, fire energy. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But somebody's doing some sneaky shit. And they're doing it right in front of, like, right under your nose. I don't know what it is, but what else? Queen of Cups upright. 10 of Cups upright. Hierophant reverse. 8 of Cups reverse. Ace of Cups reverse. Magician upright. 7 of Wands reverse. the World reverse, and 5 of Cups upright. So what I get is that there's 2 men involved. This female is cheating. The Queen of Cups. Cups is water energy. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces is cheating with a fire sign. And her husband or her man, an air sign, has no idea, is in the dark. He thinks that they're in a happy marriage. But he doesn't know. This is Taurus energy. Someone's walking away from something. They don't want to, but they are. Maybe she's getting ready to leave her husband. Everything's spilling out, you know. Everything's coming out with the Ace of Cups in reverse. She's trying to use tools to keep that from happening. 7 of Wands. Reverse. Someone doesn't feel pressured anymore into something, or maybe they're not being attacked anymore, but somebody's world is upside down. And they're looking at what they lost, not what they still have. Or maybe the husband pretends he's in the dark, you know, but really he knows. And he's getting ready to walk away, even though he doesn't want to. Because he has all the evidence that he needs to show. You know, maybe there's no more pressure in it. But his world is still upside down. And he still is not seeing what he still has. His dignity. His throne. You know. She's a mother. Or it could be they're both cheating. Neither one of them knows. But things are going to come out. It could also be that she thinks they're in a happy marriage. And he's cheating with a dude. You know? Maybe she's going to her priest for advice. But he's not giving her good advice. What else do you have? What other messages do you have for this person? Somebody thinks that they're winning, but they're not. Like, what are you winning? There's new opportunities, new passions, new creativity, new paths, new ways of life. What else? What else do you have? Nothing is satisfying them. The Page of Swords in reverse. Maybe she feels like she's no longer on solid ground and nothing that he could ever give her is satisfying anymore, you know? Maybe she found out. Yeah, I think she already found out. Because I don't get a cheating energy from the Queen of Cups. She's too nurturing, too motherly, too devoted to her family, you know. It could also be like she found out maybe her marriage wasn't what it was, because I don't see the King of Cups out here. And maybe there's two men that are seeking her, like trying to get her advice, not advice, her attention, and maybe she's interested in one and not the other. Maybe one feels like they're in the dark about something. Maybe she feels like she's in the dark about one of them, you know? But I don't think she's ready because she already found out about whatever's happening. Her world is upside down. So now she's like in her heartbreak mode. Like she's trying to mend her heart. She's going through the motions. She's, you know, grieving. She's not on solid ground. Yeah. Empress in reverse. Maybe she was pregnant, lost a baby. Maybe she wanted to be a mom and can't because he's, you know, doing dirty shit. Maybe she's, because if you look at this card, she's the cup that she's holding, she's staring at it. She's mourning it. Like it's something like she wants so badly, but she can't have. And I think it's a baby. And maybe that's what her heartbreak is. Maybe she wants this, you know, fulfilled life. Like mom, dad, 2 kids, you know, complete. But maybe she can't have babies. Maybe that's the news that she found out. This can represent a doctor. Bad news from a doctor, you know. Maybe that's what she found out, is that she can't have babies. So it breaks her heart. Maybe her husband can't give her babies. Maybe he's going to another man to ask, can you impregnate my wife? Maybe that happened, and maybe these two started, you know, like fucking around. Because now the 7 of Swords in reverse is that they're somebody's sneaking around, but they're now being more careful because somebody's catching on, you know, which is going to lead to a divorce. Somebody's not trying to shed the old. Yeah. Somebody doesn't want to give up what they found. You know, the sex is good or whatever. So there's constant fighting. Look at the 2 fighting cards are out here. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. And that kind of goes with, so the 5 of Swords and the King of Swords. Like, what logic way can I get to win this back? 5 of Wands and the King of Wands. Let's fucking go. You know? Knight of Wands. Very passionate. Wanting to appear like they have it all under control. But they're burning inside. Like, they're full of passion. I can't can't make this shit up, yo. Look at this shit. King of Swords. 5 of Swords. Knight of Swords. Okay. Then we have the King of Wands, the 5 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So it's like two men, okay, the exact, like, same King of Wands, 5 of Swords, I'm sorry, King of Swords, 5 of Swords, and the Knight of Swords, okay? So this king has no idea what to do. He wants to win. He's coming up with new ideas to win, but he doesn't want to appear as if he's aggressive. The King of Wands doesn't want to appear as if he doesn't have all this passion inside with the 5 of Wands. Like he's not fighting himself or somebody else for, where is she? This chick. Because I think that the King of Swords is her husband and asked the King of Wands, so another dude, to impregnate her, and they started fucking around. And because she couldn't get pregnant by her husband. So now they got to be more careful so that they don't get caught. So the King of Wands has all this passion and fire inside of him that he doesn't want people to know. The Knight of Wands comes in like full of passion, but he's trying to keep it secured, if you would. He can offer new passion, you know, to her. Because she wants a family. But I think a divorce is coming first. She's no longer on solid ground. Like, she doesn't know. Or maybe it's him. Maybe it's this King of Swords. It's not. Sorry about that. I don't have the best equipment. So, sorry. But maybe, maybe that's telling me that's, you know, time to, that could be the end of the message. Okay.